I'm still experimenting with lives, and my crows are outside. I'm going to go feed the crows. I'm trying to get them. Can you hear this? I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. There's nobody here right now anyway, so it's okay. But here, I'm going to go over here. I think my crows are... Hey, Mike, I'm trying to get my crows. Can you hear them if I do this? So I normally am taking video of... sorry, I've got to go get my other mic because I'm going to... Here's my house. It's a wreck right now. But I want to get my other mic because I'm going to try something different with feeding the crows today, guys. I'm going to actually feed the crows and see if we can get footage and how close I can be to the crows while I feed them. So that's my plan as I play around. Hey, Chrissy. Hey, Mike. Hi, Julie. Hello, hello, everyone. So I've been working on my video, my long form video, and I needed a break from it. And my crows were just like chatting up a storm, and Mike heard them. He was on early enough where I was like, can you hear my crows? So it reminded me I need to get my butt outside and feed the crows. So this is where I'm going to feed the crows right now. And it's beautiful out, so I'm kind of glad that the crows were like, hey, feed me, get off the computer, because I've been on it all morning trying to plan that perfect video. You guys know. Caw-caw! I always call them. I know that's kind of weird, but it works. So let me see. Usually don't let me get too close. I might have been too late. They were literally just out here singing. I left them, I picked some grapes from my grapevine and left them. Doesn't appear like they like grapes, but that's okay. The other thing that's funny, guys, is I've been leaving them money, more to train them to leave money for me, and they've been taking my money. They've been taking my money and not leaving it for me. So I'm gonna see where I can sit. I'm gonna take the mic off because I'm gonna call them and I don't want it like right near me. Caw-caw! We'll see if they come back. So I gotta find some shade to sit in where I'm close enough but far enough away where they'll maybe still come. So when I sit here, okay, they're here. They know they've been fed. I'm gonna try to leave one microphone, I think, closer to them so we can hear them. I'm just playing around. So anyone who's here watching me feed the crows, and I have stood about this far away and they have come before, but I gotta warn you guys, they're kind of mad at me because nobody fed them while we were away for the weekend. So what day is today? Today's Wednesday. Yeah, so Monday I fed them, and Tuesday, and I didn't wait. I usually set up my video to try to get them, and they never came. They never ever came. And so when I went out there Tuesday to feed them, the peanuts were all still there. So I'm gonna sit here in the sun and I'll just start talking to people. Now I'll read the chat. So I've got the crows fed. I don't know if I'm too close or not. We'll find out. So we've got Chrissy, we've got Thomas, we've got Adrian. And Adrian, I don't know that people know you. You're testing my memory here, and your icon is really small, but I believe you have kind of like a Bible quotes channel, if I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, or even if I'm right, feel free to put a plug in for your channel. And just scrolling through to say hi to everybody. Mike, you were here so quick, you got to hear like the crows like really squawking, because they were literally right outside my kitchen window and like really freaking out is the way I would term it. Hello from Ireland. I love that you check in with Ireland. Hi, Bike. You're definitely a new face. Switch to my laptop so I can see you better. Oh, yeah, I'd have it on my crows. I mean, I guess I can turn it around, but I'm kind of sitting in the sun. I'm waiting, so I guess I can just flip it if the crows start to come. They really should. They were literally just out here squawking. But they're temperamental. Like I said, they're mad at me. So I was thinking about that in relation to YouTube, guys, and how like the crows are used to me feeding them right around 11 o'clock every day. And I went away for the weekend, and even prior to that, we were away camping. So they've kind of not had a very good schedule from me the past few weeks, and it shows like that they're kind of mad. They're here visiting you. And they attack everything, so that's interesting. My friend's a farmer, and I was going to put it in the community post, like he has fake crows everywhere, but he has them like in his garden, like on the posts and everywhere, and he loves them. And he has a couple of crows, and he said they keep the hawks away from his chickens and stuff like that. But that's okay. You don't have to be a fan of crows. You can be like the thumbs down, don't like the crows. I'm trying to train them to leave me stuff, and they haven't done that yet. They have not been leaving me anything, but that's okay. I think if I walk away and then come back, I might have better success. But it really depends. Sometimes they get really close, and then other times they don't. So what's everyone doing? Working? Enjoying the day? Christy, and you guys are 5 hours ahead of us or something like that. I'm trying to put this mic on without putting the camera down. Because it wasn't doing so great yesterday. Let's see, I have a Moo hawk that keeps them away from the orchard. I lived on a farm. Yes, the crows were the enemy then. I didn't dare tell you what the gamekeeper did, but it was barbaric. Working. Yes, 5 hours ahead. Yeah, I mean, I didn't necessarily plan for crows. What happened was, if you see these here, I'll turn it around. So in my yard, there's these trees, and they kind of go, there's a bunch of them. There's 1, 2, 3, then there's one right there, then there's the red maple one, and then those tall ones right there. And what I noticed was they were at the very tippity top of the tree and going tree top to tree top. And then I thought, I had read about crows and how smart they are and how they remember faces and they'll bring you money. And I just thought it was a fun project because we had just moved in to our house here. Hey, OBG. Dalmatian hawk. Yeah, so I didn't, like, it's not like, I had never really given much thought to crows, to be honest with you. But then this whole process of trying to befriend them has really, like, taught me a lot of lessons. And actually, my father-in-law, he just sent me a video. He made his first ever video for me to share with you guys that I'm trying to put into my long form. And he told the story of this book he had to read in college. And it's really great. I told him, don't tell me the story, record it and tell me. Okay, guys, check this out. Did you see it? I can't see through my screen. Did I catch it? They're here. It's a matter of if they're going to be mad at me for sitting so close. Can you hear them? They're definitely here. So it's just a matter of if I have to move away, which I will. Oh, the flowers. Yeah. So our gardens aren't anywhere close to where we want them. So I can't take credit for this. My husband, I can't even see my screen. My husband did this, like, he impromptu wildflower garden. He just threw some wildflower seeds down. I brought my grapevines from my other house, but they were much lower. They were only like this high, so they've just really thrived this season. I brought them over in the spring, right before we closed on the old house. And he's planted, I think that's an apple tree. It's fruit trees. We're going for like a food forest kind of thing. So this will all eventually all be garden. So my husband made this little rock thing here. And yeah, we've been harvesting like tons of squash and cucumbers and all that fun stuff. And up there is the tomatoes. I don't know why he stuck them way up there, but it's because we plan to expand this whole area. And up there, that weed patch is actually our dirt. We didn't take good care of our dirt pile, and now it's full of weeds. Looking great. Love the food forest idea. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're trying to do. So, and, oh, are you guys familiar with pawpaw trees? So that's what this thing is here. I forget why he has the bag. Something about protecting it until its roots grow, and he has to cover it and uncover it. So we planted a pawpaw tree, which has a fruit, and yeah, that's all husband. I have the front yard, and I'm not even going to show it to you because my job is pretty, and I've been slacking because you guys know, if you're trying to create on YouTube and treat it like your job, I think I'm going to have to move. I don't think we're going to get them. I think if I move away, then maybe we'll get them. So, and let's see who else is chatting. So I'm throwing on these lives more as like a little break. I get a lot of emails and comments from people that they want to see more about the house and more about the yard and more about the crows. So yeah, thanks. I'll get you the outside shot. It's hard in that it needs a lot of work, and so that, not a lot of work, it's totally livable, but you know, for me it needs a lot of work, but I'm trying to calm down. Like, so yeah, see, I'm gonna turn around. This is the house here, and just the side of the house. Trying to back up so you can see it. But if you look, like this porch, I think it's gonna be the next thing I want to tackle. But they are very clannish. One died here. They had a wake outside my window at 6 a.m. the following morning. Yeah, you know what they did? You know what they did here too is when they had babies. So I only had 2 crows that I was feeding. Ooh, it's much nicer in the shade. They only had 2 babies. I mean, there was only 2 crows, Bert and Ernie, and now they have babies. All right, they're here. Can you guys hear them? They're right above me. Hello. One blind grandpa, how have you been doing? Yeah, and here's my barn. My barn is, I swear it's like, it's not the size of the house I just moved out of, but it's pretty darn close. It's a pretty big barn, but we have plans to maybe turn it into an arcade for our, because we're doing community living, so it'd just be like a community space for us. I'm gonna grab a chair in the shade here. It's so much nicer in the shade. So I've been experimenting with lives. So maybe Julie and some of you that have way more experience with lives, I have like a lot of questions around lives. Of course, I have them all written down in my notebook inside, and I'm trying to remember what they are. And let's see. So I think I figured out one question. Oh, does anyone know, are you able to link, like, is there a way for me to put anything in the chat? Like, or is it I'm just stuck being live and I'm not in the chat? Does anyone know that? Needs an alarm clock. Nope. I have a neighbor with a rooster and I absolutely love it because I get all the fun of having the rooster without having to have the rooster. So it's awesome. I love it. Good morning, Kyle. Thanks for putting it on in the background. Oh, I should show you guys this. I just thought of it because so we moved here, and shortly after we got here, my son had 3 ferrets, my son and daughter-in-law, and one of them passed away because they don't live very long. And so we did a grave, and she put, like, it was in the fall because we moved in October, and we ended up with a pumpkin because we never moved the pumpkin off of the grave. And so we had a whole pumpkin plant sprout from the pumpkin we had on the grave. And it has a pumpkin on it. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? We were looking at that. So I need to get her a gravestone for, this is Ranger's grave, our little ferret Ranger. Ferrets are a lot of fun. Not my top choice. They smell, but they are a lot of fun. So I just was sitting there and I saw I wanted to come check out the pumpkin, so I thought I'd show it to you guys. Cheddar, hey Miss M. So for anyone joining us, I was hoping the crows, they're definitely here. They definitely know their peanuts are out. And I usually just feed them and set my camera up and go inside and multitask. Come back out and take the footage, put it into my video. And I thought, well, I needed a break from the computer. So I thought I would come out and enjoy this beautiful summer morning. Celia Celtic, you look like Felix from Stray Kids. Are you talking about me? I don't know. Are you talking to somebody? I don't know who Stray Kids are, and if you are talking to me, that's fine. That's a nice pumpkin. Yeah, it's kind of cool that we grew a pumpkin. So one of the first parties that I'm going to be throwing here is this October. I'm going to invite just anyone and everyone I know, and everyone's going to carve a pumpkin and leave it from my front yard. I have a massive front walk. Oh, you're talking to me? So I don't know, is a show, I'm assuming? Like, I don't know what Stray Kids is. Yes, you love Halloween, Miss M. Miss M, don't worry, I will get lots of footage for you. But can you imagine having like 20 to 50 jack-o'-lanterns in your front yard? Like, it'll be a pain to keep them all lit up with candles. I should probably start buying some candles now so I don't have to flip the bill all at once. But anyway, yeah, that will be cool. But yeah, that's my plan. So, yep, this is I'll take it off of me for a minute. That's a brilliant Renee, and the crows will eat it after Halloween is over. Yep, so this is our backyard. It's much different than the yard we came from. The yard we had was way more landscaped and established. So maybe some battery operated candles. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Miss M. If I can, like, as long as they work well, because I want, you know, the stronger the light, the better the jack-o'-lantern effect. So yeah, and Chrissy, you know what? I told one of my friends, and they're like, oh, they can't wait for it. But then they said they used to go to a pumpkin smashing party. So I was like, I could be down for that. And she said they would smash the pumpkins and make this big thing out of it, a big game out of it. And then everyone could scoop some up for their compost or something like this. I need to get more details to get my head around it. You remind me of some actress or TV personality. Some people, trust me, I'm not even saying I look like her, but when people have compared me to a celebrity, I've usually been told it's Drew Barrymore. The squirrels in the UK, folks take their pumpkins to a woodland area and the squirrel. Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking too, because I've got my little squirrel here, and so it's super exciting. So for anybody like joining and just coming in, so I've been making a builder form for my channel because I've been running a few experiments, and I want to run experiments with people who want to run experiments. But then this whole weekend I've been thinking a lot about it, and I'm also adding, mostly because Devin told me to, and he's not, oh, there he is, there's Devin. Hey, Echo. So I've made a fan form for the same reason, because I'm going to be opening up the crow's nest, and there's definitely like a fan level, like nothing, you know, a lot of more of what's going on here. But one of my superpowers is parties and party planning and events and fun stuff. I love, like, Kyle's really had me thinking about fun. So thank you, Cheddar Boy. If you guys want fun, he's the man. But I've been trying to balance like my fun with business because I left my job. It's been swaying towards the business, but I'm like, no, I think I'm just gonna have fun. So I'm building some really cool stuff. I've got a friend working on an app for us, and it's gonna be like exclusively for the crow's nest. And yeah, so I've got some really fun stuff planned. So even if you just want to fill out the fan form so that you have access to the app and all this fun stuff that I'm planning for us, then yeah, like fill out the fan form. And I'm telling you about it, and it's not even linked yet. I was working on it this morning. I think I just need to link it to my bio. So it'll be there later tonight. It says he has 200 videos, but definitely don't consider yourself a creator. Why not? Don't forget to hit like, everyone. Oh, thanks, Chrissy. I know, I never, you know what? Whatever. You know, like, I love it when people remember for me, because I never remember. Hi, Trista. So happy the app sounds awesome. Yes, and there's going to be 2 levels to it. There's going to be one to like hang out and like, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get peanuts, and you can turn the peanuts in for prizes, and I'm just basically recreating my party world online. Awesome, Thomas. Thanks. Just noticed 3 likes and lots in the chat. I know. I've noticed that too. I think it's easier when you're not hosting the live to notice the gap in the number. Yes, Miss Sam. And I know you already filled out the form, so you'll be first in line for the fun. So yeah, I'm taking a page out of Cheddar Boy Kyle's channel of like really infusing the fun. Because you know what? Why not have like a lot of fun? So we'll see, because it's definitely not a hands-on format. So my crows still haven't come. I don't know. Well, they're here. They're in like the treetops, but they're not going to their peanuts. So I might have to move because I don't want to keep them from their snack. Yo, Devin, what's for lunch? So cool. Trista, how is your new channel going? Does everyone know that Trista has 2 channels now? And one's her vintage cooking and the other is decluttering. And I love the decluttering. Yes, no point if we can't have some fun. Because you shoot your videos for yourself and never really consider what others might want to see. My content's more personal. Yeah, I mean, I've just been winging it, to be honest with you, like from the very beginning. So if you're watching, we must be friends. It's going great. I decluttered part of my garage yesterday. Thank you, Renee. Yeah, I think, so Trista, you know what I love about, my strategy brain just loves that channel. It's so smart because Trista's getting to clean and organize her house and turning all of that into content that people want to watch. And that is just so smart. It's going to do great. Ashley Savage. Hi, Ashley. I am not familiar with Ashley, so Ashley, if you know anyone here in the chat already, feel free to say hi to them, but also introduce yourself to us. And if you tell us where you're from, I like knowing where people are from. You've made so many new friends all over the world since you started YouTube. Isn't that awesome? I was literally having a conversation with a tarot card reader. I'd say she was like 21, and she had the most amazing view over the sea in Egypt. And I was like, she's my real life gypsy. And it was like awesome, just so awesome. Thank you, Renee. So nice to see everyone. Echo, I did say hi to you really quick. I've been thinking a lot about you, Echo, because you're going to be my cohort in this party fun that we're planning. So sorry, guys, you're going to get heavy doses of lore and scavenger hunts and all kinds of crazy stuff. You didn't do it. No, you did not. Says one bard to the other. I've been watching Alicia from Dance with Alicia, you guys. And Echo made an amazing song for her, just like she made one for me. And I've been watching Alicia's channel thrive. I was talking with her, and again, so smart. She's like pivoted to starting to share her dance in lessons. Everyone check out Echo's new song. I always check them out. The most catchy song to date is TikTok. TikTok. I'm using TikTok everywhere. That's not the name of it. Go find it. I'll leave you a breadcrumb and you'll know. Do you have a membership for this app? No, so everyone's been asking where's the crow's nest? And the crow's nest came out of me starting my YouTube channel, and right now the crow's nest is just here on my channel. I'm building it on Patreon, I can tell you that, and I have very specific reasons why, but Patreon allows for free and then tiered and all these things. So I don't know if it's going to work on Patreon, but I did a lot of research. I don't want to be in Discord server for specific reasons. And yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Will do. Making a note of the channels I've not already checked out. Yes. TikTok is half the name. Close, Renee. TikTok, I cast time stop. That, so far to date, is my favorite. Absolute favorite. Gets stuck in my head. But of course, it's very similar to my own personal song that you made for me. So, well, it's not mine. It is your song, but that I inspired. I inspired it. How's that? So, yeah, so I plan to, regardless of how many people have, I'm just trying to get an idea of from who's in my community, who's like interested, and because those are, I'm not like a hard sell person. I never have been. So it's going to be like I'll open the doors and then I'll just continue to like, but whoever fills out the forms are going to get like first notice, you know, like, and so I don't know, I might actually charge for it, but everyone who fills out the form gets like a year free, or I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making it up as I go, but I'm sharing kind of like, I should say I'm making it up as I go. I do know what I'm doing and I have strategic reasons for doing things. And then a lot of it's trial and error because that's how you build a business. So, yay, I've got 9 people watching and 11 likes. So I have more likes than people watching. So I think it was Chrissy who said destroy that like, no, you didn't say destroy, but you said the like button. So, well, thanks guys. I mean, the crows have not shown up. I'm sitting here in the shade. I feel like I'm far enough away because their offering is way over there on the fire pit. Trial and error is how you learn stuff. Does anything about what I'm talking about sound like too stressful? I mean, like my kids will be like, oh, you know, I always have like puzzles and games and all these things for all the parties I throw. In the end, almost everyone loves it, but sometimes my kids are like, Ma, slow down. But my daughter was telling me the other day that she couldn't tell if I was AI or not in my videos because I don't stop smiling when I talk. Have you guys experienced that, like watching my stuff? I honestly don't know what she's talking about because I said, I'm definitely not AI and I'm not acting when I talk, so I don't know. I think it's because she's saying like when I smile and talk, like, and it looks weird to her. It doesn't sound stressful to you. Whoop, whoop. So, yeah, I'm trying to, you know, you only have so much time in the day. So I'm trying to decide between doing my daily stats Rise Up Renee video or doing a longer, like my other one that was more like a movie, but it was still only like 15 minutes long, where it kind of told the story over time, because I kind of feel like I want to do one of those. I feel like I'm ready. You look like AI. Oh yeah, no, my thumbnails are complete AI. I don't find that my thumbnails have any bearing on my results, so I'm not wasting any time there. That's why. I'm far enough away. You guys can eat your peanuts. Yeah, so no, she was talking about me talking. You can hear them? Yeah. They are loud. You can hear them in the house, even with the windows closed and the air conditioning on. So, Kyle, how's work going? You're falling in love with shorts again. They're so much easier and less stressful. I know, right? And that's why I'm kind of gravitating, taking a page out of your playbook. We did that brainstorm, Kyle, and you were like, yeah, my goal is having fun. And I'm like, I've thought about it since that night. And I'm like, I need to make that my goal. I need to make my goal having fun. So watch out, guys, because Renee having fun is like, it's still intense. But shorts are a lot of fun. And you get a lot of views from them. And yeah. I've played around with things that I've heard. Like, you know, like I saw one that said, hey, like use them. Because remember we were going to do, Kyle and I were originally going to talk about whether to use music in our videos. I pivoted and wanted to talk about, I decided I was like ready to grow the crow's nest and I wanted to start getting people to just let me know who's interested, because I need to know who I'm building for. I need to understand my audience. And so we pivoted and we did that other brainstorm session. But I did do this short I just took the music and recreated the same video, because it's like a tool you can do, and it shows that it's AI made, and it shows that it's whatever collaborated on, and it did. I mean, it was the crappiest video in the world. I hated it. I absolutely hated the video. I absolutely hated posting it, because I just did. And it got like, I don't know, 2.4K views. But it didn't bring in subscribers, and it didn't bring in like anyone into the community. But I did it to test, the music thing. So it works. It works if you want views. So I would say I don't, remind me guys, but I think shorts watch hours are separate from long form watch hours, right? For your channel. Am I wrong in that? That's okay, Devin. Bye, Trista. Thanks for stopping in. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Or like when you get to qualify for watch hours, I thought the ones you get from shorts don't qualify for your, I don't know. Ooh, I hope it's a mushroom pizza. That's my favorite. Yeah, I'm not going to stay out here much longer, because I was just trying to feed the crows. I was hoping that I would get crow footage while doing a live stream, so I could kill two birds with one stone. They are, but they might direct short form views to the long form. Barbecue chicken pizza. Not a fan. Enjoy that, Devin. Hi, Gemini. Hey, anyone who is still here, I see 8 people watching. If you go to Gemini's channel, they do drawings. I don't know what your pronouns are, so I try to be inclusive and mindful. So I never want to assume. So Gemini's channel, they draw like little doodles. Oh, I absolutely love your channel. It's very cathartic for me, like when I need to not be so stressed or whatever. And I was thinking of your channel, Gemini. She, her, thank you. Okay, good. Now I know. I don't have to keep guessing on that. So, because your AI picture, you never know. So Gemini's channel, she draws like these doodles, and then she asks you what you see in them, and if you want to shout out on her channel with a special doodle drawing, she will do that for you. So super amazing concept. Absolutely one of the crows through and through. Just love her. So check her out. It's awesome. See, this is the part of live streams, guys, that I have a hard time with, because I'm so planned and so organized. It feels awkward. I've been on for 38 minutes. I figure I'll go, I don't know, 45, 50 minutes, and then go in and get back to work. I am treating YouTube like a job, but I'm infusing a lot of fun. So I'm trying to balance it. Because I didn't leave my corporate job to sit around and do nothing. And I don't want to go back to work for somebody else. I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I don't want to work for somebody else. So it means I've got to put some time into figuring this whole creator content lifestyle job thing. That's what I'm working on. I'm figuring stuff out. I'm trying things, trying to build a way for all of us to have fun, a little bit more fun. And it's not to say we're not having fun now, because we are, but more fun. How's that? More fun. And balance it. Fun with progress. So right now I feel like I'm talking to myself. All right, I am so not good with, what does AFK mean? I don't know if I show my age or stupidity there, but I don't know what that means. And Echo, I have not forgotten that I owe you a video for my song. And I've been thinking about it a lot, and I have a lot of ideas scratched down. This is my problem. I'm a perfectionist. And because that song is so important to me, like the video now becomes this thing that I will probably never be able to create the way I want it to be. And it kind of keeps me stuck a little bit. So I'm working through that. So Miss M, while you're making lunch, Gemini said hello. I still don't know what AFK means. Hey, you guys, Peter just sent me a text because we're doing our creator brainstorm tomorrow night, me, Peter, and Kyle. And because of Kyle's inspiration, we're going to be talking about the most fun thing we did on YouTube and why, so that we can maybe take the scary away from it. And it's just going to be a fun conversation. So I sent the same question to Peter, and he just texted me saying it's going to take some thought. So he's more like, fun. Am I having fun? Gotta remember to have fun. Bye, Renee. Bye, Chrissy. Have to go. Catch you all another time. Please keep in mind, if it's from you, it's perfect, period. It's your heart that counts, and yours is number one. Echo, you're back. Okay, Echo, I didn't know you were gone, but I asked you what AFK, I think that's what it was, meant. I don't know what that means. So I have this video I'm trying to make. My father-in-law, he told me, he wanted to tell me a story about crows. Oh, away from the keyboard. Ooh, I learned something new today. Check. That's in our little app, guys. So, yeah. I just hope my friend can get it done in time. I actually have a working template that I might start using with some of you guys now, but it's not fully interactive yet, but it would give us the gist of what we like, and then maybe I could build into the app some better features. So anybody who's filled out the form, expect, especially the builder form, that's probably who I'm going to test it with first, is the builders. So if you want to be testing some stuff out behind the scenes with me, it's the builder form. And then I haven't even put the other form online yet. So I'll do it. But let's see. So what was I going to tell you? I think I was telling you about my father-in-law. And so he asked me about my channel. I haven't told nobody that I have a channel. I mean, obviously the people who live in, I'll show you my house again. The people who live in Bumblebrook Manor, they know I have a channel because pretty much everything is up for the channel, like with my life, and I try to keep them out, especially the shy ones. Not all of them are shy. My hubby's not really shy. So my father-in-law didn't know I had a channel, and I was telling him about the crows, and he's like, what are you talking about? You were always an owl girl. And so, fun fact, yes, I was an owl girl. So playing D&D, my familiar was always an owl. And we got that, believe it or not, from a book called 1 Minute Millionaire, which I wrote it, and it's all about building a team to achieve your financial goals. And that's the model I used for my real estate career. And I was the owl, and my husband was the turtle, and my father-in-law was the squirrel, and there was also a rabbit. So there was a rabbit, a turtle, a squirrel, and a owl. And you took a personality test to figure out who you were. And then you built your team around diversification and having the diversity that you want to accomplish all the things that we want to accomplish in life. The house in the Notebook, you think so? Wasn't that one on the ocean? I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I could see it. You love this? Define this. My Bumblebrook Manor, my community living, our food forest that's in the progress, or the 1 Minute Millionaire book that was an amazing guide for me to kind of at least get to this point in my life with the things that I have. I love this yard. It's not beautified quite the way I want it to be yet, but I don't spend money for the sake of spending money, and I feel like I can't spend money until I am making an income some way, some form. Hearing about all the animals and your path here, yeah, I have a very unique, well, everybody, that's kind of like what I started building my channel around, was like the unique stories of all the creators out here, right? And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to see, like when I talked with Peter and getting his backstory, how he used to be bullied, and just all these things that you hear about from other creators, the things they've had to deal with. Hello. I have someone here, but they're just picking up my son. So, yeah. So it's 11:41. I have 5 people watching. So I definitely won't go over an hour, because this is, believe it or not, I'm just having fun. But in a way, it's scary fun. I'm trying to get comfortable with not having a plan. This is Renee not having a plan. That's so foreign to me, to not have a plan. Yeah. My crows, they have not come. They've been flying all around. I think you've heard them in and out. I know Miss M said she heard them, and Mike's Adventure Sparks jumped on right away, and he heard them. Pretty awesome for no plan. The live stream from the driving the other day never came up. Yeah, you know what? Again, I'm learning this. I think, like, after you do a live stream, you actually have to publish it. And I didn't like it, so I was thinking I didn't want to publish it. And and that was another question I had. So these are all the questions around live streams. Like, how do the watch hours, like, actually, how does it work? Because I did some digging and I realized that watch hours, if you do a private, so say I form the Crow's Nest and a video just for you guys, like some intel, I won't get watch hours for that. If it's not public, you don't get watch hours. So there you go. And then, so you do a live stream and it looks like it's not available right away. And then you have to remember to go back and make it live. And I think that's the difference between doing the live stream through StreamYard versus through YouTube, just like I am right now. I think YouTube, it keeps it as private and then you have to publish it. StreamYard publishes it as soon as it's done. So that's a new thing for me, and I forget. So I guess I'll go publish it, since you said you looked for it. I don't know, I didn't like it, but I guess that's part of the process too, is not liking it and just putting it out there anyway. So the thing that I've noticed, and good job with, guys, since we're getting towards the end of my stream, is the number one problem if you're trying to grow your channel is basically distribution. And YouTube controls the distribution. And so even doing this live stream, this doesn't bring in new people. My daily journal thoughts doesn't bring in new people. So it's just something to consider. So when I try to decide how I'm spending my time, I'm balancing it between spending time with all of you because I love you, and then trying to figure out, well, how do I reach my goals too? I don't like some of my songs, but they exist anyways. Someone else may appreciate them. I know. I battle the perfectionist in me constantly. If you guys could only see how I used to be, I would not be on camera with like no eyelashes and my hair a mess. And I've been really getting good at letting the perfectionism go. So I'm proud of myself for that. I really am. But it's still there. All right, I need some comments. You are beautiful. Thank you. I don't ever necessarily feel ugly. So I don't struggle with that or anything. What I mean is, like, you just have this vision of like how you want to be perceived. Like, especially in like the corporate world, you got to look a little bit, I don't know, they say success sells. You got to sell the image. And this whole journey for me has been about throwing all the rules out. I'm tired of all these rules. I'm super successful. I don't need eyelashes and makeup to convey how professional I am or the things that I can achieve. And so I've been kind of like on this spiritual journey. Renee, you're so beautiful. I struggle with self-esteem. I'm sorry that you struggle with that. That's a stinky thing to have to struggle with. I don't struggle with self-esteem. I struggle with perfectionism. Like, the thing in my head is never, ever as good as what I create. And I can be off-putting because I create some pretty amazing things, and then people hear me say, this sucks, and they're like looking at it, and they're like, I couldn't even do that, and you're saying it sucks. You know what I mean? And so I tried to work on not doing that. So self-esteem is a whole other ball of wax. Learning to love yourself is definitely a skill. And you can do it, Miss M. I know you can. You can get through the self-esteem part. It's quieting down in the chat. Maybe it's a nice time to stop talking and show my yard. So that's the barn. I don't know if I showed that to you, Gemini. It's huge. And right now it's full of crap that I need to go through. And I spend so much time working at my newly appointed job. I'm not getting stuff done. My house is a wreck right now, so I don't feel like it's not that bad, but it's not. I mean, I could give you a tour, but I do have a tour of it before we moved in. And I like keeping it off of me. I do have a tour of it before we moved in. And yeah, I mean, I made it happen. I was like, money's not everything. I wanted to start living life, like actually living life. And I just sold my entire family on the idea of, let's live life differently. Let's not live to work, but work to live. And so living here together, we have one mortgage, we have one electric bill, we have one heating bill, and it's so much affordable. And I want to give to my adult children something I never had. Like, I hit 51 and I realized I've worked my whole life. I'm very driven and I love working, but I haven't slowed down to just enjoy. And I think a lot of us get caught in this pattern. You go to work to have the money to do the fun things, and then you realize you have very little time for the fun things. So I've been trying to bring that full circle and then give my children, I thought about this, like, think about this, guys, like, why, everything's so beautiful. I am in the same perfection mindset. If it's not perfect, it's not good enough, but my brain is busted. I know, right? Perfection's tough. But, so the thing that I did here is I was like, okay, what's the one gift I could give to my children? Are in the ages of 22 to 28. They're 22, 24, 26, 28. See what a planner I am, guys? I planned out my kids' births, everything. I'm a planner through and through. But I don't want them to have to work their life away. So I'm like, why have this mindset like, oh, if they're 30 and living at home, they haven't achieved? Well, how about if they're 30 and traveling the world? Or if they're 30 and they have a quail pen because my daughter-in-law she wants to raise quail. Like, all these things you can't do when you're the sole, like when my husband and I were just trying to feed 4 kids and pay for our mortgage. So your brain is completely busted. I have 2 brain cells, one left. The other one went looking for it and never came back. You guys are too funny. I have lots of brain cells. I don't have a problem with brain cells. I have a problem with letting my hair down. Let us busted brains hang out together. Also, if there are 2 brain cells, are we a pack of orange cats? I know, right? So crazy. All right, 9 more minutes. So you got 9 more minutes. Plug your channel. Say hi to each other. Ask me any questions. If you have questions about anything I'm doing or thinking or trying, or maybe you don't have questions. Yeah, I was thinking about things, but I'm going to be sending an email to some of you because you filled out the form. I'm going to try to get that done today. We'll see, because I'm trying to stop working at 4 every day. You don't have anything, just enjoying the company. Well, I love that. I'm so grateful to have learned more from you. Well, I'm glad. I don't know what I taught you, or maybe you meant learned more about me and not from me. I feel like I have a lot that I could teach people for sure. And I feel like that's where my value is. I did an orange cat post on the channel the other day. It seems to have been more true than I thought. Oh yeah, are you talking about how YouTube loves orange cats? And so here's the thing, you can't recreate it. You can't recreate it. I've tried, and Kyle has tried, and it's annoying. But that's stuff that I'm going to talk about in our builders. I'm calling it the murder, the really intense crows, the ones that want to monetize and actually turn a profit. So we'll have our community and where we're going to be having a lot of fun, and then some of us are going to gather and strategize. So yeah, Kyle and I have been systematically testing the orange cat theory, and I got like 1 off and he got 1 off, and then you can go back through my community, you can see how many times I've tried the cats and the orange cat and whatever. Can't recreate it. Yeah, you did a YouTube short of your sister's orange cat, Jack, and it took off very well. Sadly, he passed. Well, that's a sad story. Yeah, so the orange cat, YouTube loves the orange cat, but I think this just proves more of my theory about why we have to get very strategic and think outside the box, because I feel like YouTube's like, oh, orange cats do really well. I'm going to give you some really easy love. It's kind of like how it trains you to go down its own rabbit hole. And we have to be smart to not go down their rabbit hole and treat YouTube as our tool. Right now, what I see is YouTube treats the creators as tools. Miss M, bye. Oh no, sorry, Miss M. I know. I love that the orange cat's name was Jack, like Jack-o'-lantern. And Jack the Pumpkin King from your favorite movie. Yeah, you posted. But it's not just about orange cat versus black cat. It definitely likes orange cats better. But truth be told, if anyone wanted the quickest, fastest, easiest way, in my opinion, to monetizing, it's going to be just doing a cat channel. But it's still, I almost want to test that. I'm giving away some of my secrets. I almost want to test that just to prove myself wrong. But I don't really want to spend the time testing that, if that makes sense. Green cats. How about purple cats, Peter? Hey, Peter. I was shouting you out earlier when you sent me the text. I was like, hey, Peter just sent me a text about he's going to have to hard about having fun. Right, green eggs and ham just came to mind on that statement. Right, I did a whole cat post from my Dr. Seuss trip. 1 cat, 2 cat, red cat, blue cat. This one's an orange cat. Like, so I threw in the orange and I threw in the white, and it didn't do good. Hey, girls. Yeah, you're hanging out with the girls, Peter. Does that make you feel popular? Peter, I'm only going to be on for 4 more minutes. This was Renee figuring out live streams. I didn't get a lot of answers. I think the people who have the answers aren't here on the live stream with me. Zebra cat. Oh, I love it. I love it. So, yeah. I've got 6 people watching. So I'm going to say it's Miss M, it's Peter, it's Echo, it's Gemini. And then I don't know. What questions? Did I miss questions? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that. You joined late. Oh, no. So Peter, Kyle, and I have the brainstorm. I haven't opened it up to like the guild yet, the Crow's Nest Guild, where we're going to test and be strategic about things and be talking about it. So right now I'm just keeping it with the base format that I have, which is me, Peter, and Kyle. And I sent them a question. So then Peter answered my question via text. That's all. So you didn't miss any questions yet, Echo. Don't worry, they're coming though. Hey, Sally D. And yeah, so no, you didn't miss anything, Echo. Not at all. Sally, I was only going to be here for 2 more minutes. I'm ending at 11:58. I'm ending at noon. You were panicking. Don't panic. Echo, trust me, I know where to find you. I know how to leave the peanut trail. And here's Mama Sally, the queen of lives. I would say, for me, joining lives, Sally's my favorite. So sorry if that hurts anyone's feelings, but I think she does a very good job of making everyone feel welcome, and I think she does a very good job of, she's got that vibe. It's her superpower. So 11:59. I'm going to be hanging up soon. I was just showed my yard earlier. We talked about my garden. We talked about Bumblebrook Manor. We talked about how on our ferret's grave I have a pumpkin growing. And I sat there this whole time hoping that my crows would show up and eat the peanuts while I was out here so that I wouldn't have to set up my phone to get crow footage. Oh no, honestly, Sally, I'm just fooling around. This was actually me taking a break from being at the computer. So I was letting you two chat and I wasn't highlighting it on purpose. Like, it was totally fine. Hey, if you're going to be on the same internet, you got to have thick skin. So no offense taken by me. True, Miss M. So, well, and I think that's the thing is, I think we should share the things we like best about other people's channels, because then, like me saying Sally's channel is my favorite live, and if you're thinking about doing lives, then maybe you'll go check it out and then check out a couple of others and see what about her channel and her live streams that makes it so special. And I mean, Sally's like, you guys, she has like, Sally, what's the average number in your live stream, would you say? Is it like 25? Like, she gets a lot of people in there and they stay and they hang out and they love her. You're honored that I said that. No, and you can think highly of me, and that's okay. My skill set's like, this is my point, my skill set's different. So I could say something like, I think Sally has the best lives. I think Kyle has the most fun videos. I think Peter's tutorials are the most hands-on, and like, so it's okay to, like, in my brain, it's okay to pick favorites from a position of learning why are they my favorite and sharing why are they my favorite, because those are the skills. You know, we can't all be awesome at everything. And so I guess that's what I was going with. Oh no, Sally. Sally, yes, about that. Sometimes it goes all the way up to 100. I can't believe that. Why they want to listen to this old lady. That's what you do. You pick favorites. No, I mean, we naturally pick favorites. I'm trying to create the culture where that's not a bad thing as long as it's inclusive. It's not like, oh, well, don't watch or talk to Miss M because all you need to do is go to Miss Sally's live. No, like, as creators, you've got to find like what your passion is and then figure out, well, why is hers so good there? And can I add? I could never even try to compete with Sally because she's Sally and I'm not. And, you know, like, and so it doesn't need to be a competition. It's about celebrating each other. And yeah, like, it's just awesome. You pick fear. JJS would be so proud. I don't know that inside joke. You'll have to fill me in. JJS. Peter, are you still here? Peter checked in and it was all the ladies. He said, hey, ladies. And then he probably figured it was our tea time or something, and I think he left. You totally understand, Renee. You don't have to explain. Oh, Julie Jordan Scott. Oh, well, yeah, Julie was here earlier. And this whole thing started, and I'm going to hang up in 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes. This whole thing started because I was working at the computer, and I'm trying really hard to get my long form video done, and I'm fighting it, and so that's never a good thing. And then the crows started like squawking really loud and reminding me it was time to feed them. So normally I go out and I feed them and I set up my camera, and I thought, well, what if I just go live and see if I can get them to come down? Like, I feed them over here. Actually, I'll take you over there while I get ready to say goodbye. So I put the peanuts here, And so it's a good distance away. And then I sat here hoping the crows would come and eat the peanuts. But they're being a little temperamental. They were flying around in the trees and they've been squawking on and off, but they haven't bothered to come. It wasn't too loud. So how to accept compliments. Yes. And then society teaches us not to expect compliments. I know, right? It's society teaches us a lot of things. Like a lot of things that I'm trying to undo for myself. So see, here's my tripod that I have just permanently sitting here. And I normally just set my phone up right here. And then I zoom in and I get my video of my crows. But they are protesting. They do not want to come here while I'm outside right now. I'm probably just too loud. So did everyone get in there chatting that they wanted to? It sounds like Sally's going to email Gemini. And yeah, if there's anything else, I guess you'll have to take it offline because I'm going to get inside and get back to work. This was a nice break for me. So thanks for joining us, whoever joined us all throughout the whole thing. And I'm just seeing if anyone's saying goodbye. Renee, you need to get in touch with me. Yeah, I'll call you. I'm going to talk to you a little later today if that's okay. And then, yeah, because is our thing coming up on Friday, I think? And I had questions. So, yeah, I'll be in touch. Or you can text me too. All right. Bye, Gemini. Bye, Miss M. Bye, Sally. There's 6 people here, so the other 2, I don't know. Bye, Peter, Kyle, maybe if you're still just listening. Have an awesome day. Bye.